What if the king of the gods, Zeus himself, felt a tremor of fear, not from a rival deity, but from an ancient unfathomable power lurking in the abyss? Prepare to uncover the chilling truth behind the Leviathan's shadow, the primal force that even Olympus couldn't fully comprehend. Hello myth lovers, and welcome back to the Nightforge. We often picture Zeus as the undisputed ruler of the cosmos, the wielder of lightning, the king of Olympus. But even the most powerful being has a breaking point, a fear that runs deeper than any Olympian feud. Today, we're diving into the murky depths of mythology to explore a creature so formidable, it casts a shadow over even the mighty Zeus, the Leviathan. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, isn't Leviathan from Hebrew mythology? And you'd be absolutely right. Leviathan is most famously described in the book of Job as a monstrous sea serpent, a primordial force of chaos that only its creator could tame. But the concept of a colossal world-ending sea beast isn't unique to one culture. Ancient civilizations across the globe shared a common fear of the deep, dark ocean and the unimaginable horrors it might hold. This archetype of the chaos serpent is a powerful symbol, and its influence seeps into many mythologies, including the world of the ancient Greeks. While the Greeks didn't have a creature named Leviathan, they had their own roster of terrifying chaos-driven monsters that embodied the same primal dread. Think of Typhon, the father of all monsters, a serpentine giant so massive that his head brushed the stars. His battle with Zeus was so cataclysmic it nearly unmade the world. Or consider Cetus, the sea monster sent to punish Queen Cassiopeia, a beast so terrible it required a hero like Perseus to defeat it. These creatures represent the untamed, destructive forces of nature, the raw chaos that existed before the gods established order. So, why would Zeus, the bringer of order, fear such a creature? Because the Leviathan, or its Greek equivalents like Typhon, isn't just a monster. It's a symbol of a time before gods, before rules, before any semblance of control. It represents the potential for the entire cosmos to collapse back into primordial chaos. Zeus's power is based on maintaining order. He defeated the Titans to establish his reign. He enforces laws, and he presides over a structured pantheon. The Leviathan is the antithesis of all that. It is the ultimate anarchy, a force that cannot be reasoned with, bribed, or intimidated. It doesn't want power or a throne. It wants to unravel creation itself. This fear isn't about physical defeat. Zeus has faced powerful foes before. The fear of the Leviathan is an existential one. It's the dread that everything he built, the entire ordered universe, is fragile. It's the chilling realization that there are forces in the cosmos so ancient and so powerful that even the king of the gods is just a temporary guardian against an endless hungry void. The Leviathan represents the terrifying idea that order is not the natural state of the universe, but a constant, desperate struggle against an overwhelming tide of chaos. Let's trace the legacy of this fear. In many creation myths, a heroic deity must first defeat a chaos monster, often a sea serpent, to establish the world. Marduk battles Tiamat in Babylonian myth, and the Egyptian god Ra contends with the serpent Apep every single night. Zeus's own war against the Titans and his subsequent battle with Typhon fit this pattern perfectly. These weren't just epic brawls. They were foundational acts of creation and preservation. Zeus's victory wasn't just a personal triumph. It was the victory of order over chaos, of light over darkness, of existence over non-existence. The fear, then, is that these victories are not final. Apep returns every night. Typhon was imprisoned, not destroyed. This suggests that chaos is never truly vanquished. It's merely held at bay. The Leviathan, slumbering in the abyss, is a constant reminder of this fragile peace. It's the ultimate boogeyman for a god-king whose entire identity is tied to being in control. If a creature exists that is beyond his control, a being that embodies the very chaos he fought to contain, then is his rule truly absolute? Or is he just a warden, waiting for the day the prison walls inevitably crumble? This brings us to a deeper understanding of power in ancient myths. It's not just about having the biggest thunderbolt. True power in these stories is about the ability to impose and maintain order. The gods are not all powerful in the modern sense. They are part of a cosmic ecosystem, and they have their own vulnerabilities. Zeus's fear of a Leviathan-like entity reveals the limits of his authority. He rules the sky and the earth, and his brother Poseidon rules the seas. But what about the abyssal depths beneath the seas? That realm belongs to something older, something primeval. The fear of the Leviathan is the fear of the unknown, of the uncontrollable. It's the same fear that ancient sailors felt when they looked out at the endless ocean. The same anxiety we feel when contemplating the vast cold emptiness of space. It's the recognition of our own smallness in the face of immense impersonal forces. For Zeus, being defined by his supreme power and authority, this recognition would be the most terrifying thought of all. It undermines his very essence. So, what did Zeus truly fear? He didn't fear another god usurping his throne. He'd dealt with that before. He feared irrelevance. He feared the day a force would rise from the depths that didn't care about Olympus, didn't care about his laws, and couldn't be defeated by his power. A force that would simply unmake his ordered world, not out of malice, but because that is its nature. The Leviathan is the ultimate symbol of that existential dread. It's the embodiment of the universe's terrifying indifference. The legacy of the Leviathan and the primal fears it represents goes beyond Olympus. It's a story that resonates with us even today. We build societies, create laws, and develop technologies to impose order on a chaotic world. Yet, we are constantly reminded of nature's untamable power through earthquakes, hurricanes, and pandemics. We are haunted by our own leviathans, the existential threats that lurk in the depths of our collective consciousness, reminding us of the fragility of our carefully constructed world. The story of Zeus and his fear of chaos is not just a myth about gods and monsters. It's a profound reflection on the nature of power, order, and the eternal struggle against the void. It tells us that even the mightiest among us are humbled by the vast, untamable forces of the universe. Thank you so much for joining me on this deep dive into the fears of a god. What other mythological fears do you find fascinating? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this journey into the abyss, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more mythological explorations. Until next time, stay curious.